How's it going, everybody? It's Riley's Red Zone, and the NFL is back. The season is officially back in session, and we have a lot of great games this week. I'm going to be predicting every week who I think will win every game. Now, you'll notice right away, this game already happened, the Bills and the Rams. Well, that's why you should follow my Twitter at Riley Redzone in the description. Go ahead, click the link. I will be announcing, if I don't get the video up before Thursday, every Thursday night game pick on Twitter. So make sure you see that. And in this case, I was correct. I picked the Bills. It wasn't as close as I thought it would be, but the Bills took a win. They looked dominant out there. I think Stafford had, his injury is still kind of messing him up a little bit, but I think he will bounce back. But the rest of these games have not happened yet. So I'm going to be predicting the result of each and kind of give a little bit of insight of what I think could occur here. So Ravens and the Jets, I do think the Ravens run away with this one. I know it's the Joe Flacco revenge game with Zach Wilson out, but I think the Ravens have a really, really good roster this year, and I think they'll go out and take care of business. The Baker Mayfield revenge game, though, I do think goes to the side of Baker Mayfield. I think that the Browns will take a little bit. I do like Jacoby as a decent option at quarterback until Watson returns, but I think that this could be close, but I'm going to go with the Panthers here. I think Baker has some motivation. The Colts are a really, really, really good team. They're one of, the top teams roster-wise to me. They're like a top 10 team. So I think they take care of business against the Texans there for sure. My first dog pick, as I'm going to be, you'll see it on the screen here. My underdog picks will be noted this year. So this week I have 4 underdog picks. I'm going with the Jaguars over the Commanders. This is more of just a feeling pick. Another potentially revenge with Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson, but I think that this is a feeling pick. I do think Washington is the better team, but I just kind of have, for whatever reason, a feeling that they could, like last year, Jags could, get a win and then maybe struggle a little bit down the line. But I think against Washington, this could be a good matchup for them, especially, with, I think, just Trevor Lawrence could potentially do well here. The Patriots Dolphins is probably the toughest game out of the first ones we've had to pick so far. I like the Patriots more than the Dolphins as a team, actually, but I always think Miami does well against the Patriots in Miami. I was actually a little bit surprised to see Miami was the favorite. I thought this was going to be an underdog pick. But, I think that the Patriots might have a better team overall, but I think that Miami can get the win at home here with Tyreek and Tua. Saints Falcons, I for some reason kind of like the Falcons, but I know they're not going to be very good, so I think the Saints is the safe choice here in this situation. They got Jameis back. The Eagles-Lions actually I think is going to be closer than people think. I think that I had to go with the Eagles just because they by far have the better roster. Hurts and Brown is going to be a great connection, but I actually think the Lions will keep it close in a good amount of games, but they'll get some wins that you won't expect them to, and I would not be surprised if that did happen this week. But I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think the Lions will have a lot of volatility where they'll win some you don't think they are, and they might lose some that you expect them to win. Steelers Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I think Trubisky is the right choice for QB right now, but I don't think they win against a team that made the Super Bowl last year. I love Trey Lance this season as a big breakout, so I'm going with them over the Bears for sure. I don't think this one's very close. I personally don't think the Bears, I think they're one of the worst rosters in the league right now, even though I love Justin Fields, but they just don't have anything around him. So I think the Niners take care of business there. This is a bit of a chance here. My second underdog pick is I'm taking the Vikings at home over the Packers. The line's really close right now. But I'm thinking maybe they split this series this season. I think Green Bay wins it later in the year, and I think the Vikings could take it right now. But then again, I would not be surprised to see the Packers just take care of business. It's Kevin O'Connell's first game as a head coach for the Vikes, so I think that's going to be a close one. Next one is just like the Jaguars pick, total feeling pick here. The Chiefs I think have a better roster than the Cardinals, but I just have a feeling for whatever reason I think the Chiefs might struggle a bit this year, at least to first get used to everything. And the Cardinals last year started on fire, and obviously it didn't continue, and I don't think it will this year. But I kind of just have this is a feeling choice. I think Kyler has a really, really good game this week. There's no textbook definition here of why I'm doing that. This is just kind of a pick to mix it up here. The Raiders Chargers, I think, is going to be the hardest game to pick for sure. I love the Chargers. Another one where I'm just kind of getting a feeling that maybe they switch it up, a little bit here, and maybe they split the series on the season. I think the Chargers are like a top 5 team in the league. I actually think I'm even had them top 3, but I think that they might start slow and then kind of finish fast this season. But once again, that one's a 50-50. So that one could go either way, but I'm going to take Carr and Adams connection. Titans, Giants, I thought about maybe taking an upset here. I don't have trust in the Giants. I don't have that trust in the Titans either, to be honest. I like a Derrick Henry, but I think like their defense might struggle a little bit more this year. So I'm going to go with the Giants there. I thought about that, but I just think I need to go with the Titans because I can't trust the Giants and Daniel Jones to do it. So I thought about it, but I'm gonna go with the Titans there. And then the Bucks and the Cowboys, potentially close game. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I do think the Bucks will. I think a lot of people have them as one of the best teams. I think they take a bit of a slip just because of injuries and everything. Even though I think Tom Brady will continue to succeed at the level he has been for like one last ride, I'm gonna go with the Bucks in this matchup. Though that being said, but keep an eye out in the future. I might have some upset picks against the Bucks because I like Brady and what he's doing, but I think their team might get banged up. And then to finish it out, the Broncos Seahawks. I almost instinctively put Seahawks over the Broncos immediately, but then I forgot. Oh, Russell is on the other side of that. So that by far is going to take him. I just don't like the Seahawks QB situation right now. So those are my picks for this week. We got 4 underdog picks. I'm going to try to keep track of my overall record, maybe some like underdog records as well of how it's been going. So we're starting the season off 1-0 because I picked the Bills over the Rams on my Twitter. But follow that once again if you want to get the Thursday night picks for next week. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. And hopefully these picks turn out right for you. So thank you for watching.